Yo, what up? So, just wanted to give you guys an update and an overview. I don't think I've shown some of the knives I've created or modified up close and personal all at once. Things are starting to kind of ramp up as far as production goes for me. And just doing this as a hobby, I'm pretty blessed in the career that I have, so I don't necessarily charge people for this stuff at all. And I just do it for fun. But I just recently completed this, which was a collaboration with Knife Time with Uncle Junk. This is his Gorka model, which is a larger version of his Goy Shark. Stingray underlayment, Manuki with epoxy cotton cord that was wrapped by me, ground by me, freehand, chisel ground, mirror polish. So it's chisel ground on that side, super sharp. Super sharp, what a great knife. I don't know if he has any more of them, but for a while there he did a limited run of 5. I think there was 2 available last time that I talked to him. I do not know if there is any more, but he has some things in the works. I don't want to say whether they're available or not, but if you want to go check out his channel, he's going to have some large fighters coming up. Don't know if they're for sale. I know he always has some cool shit though that he is posting for sale all the time. So if you want a good product by a good maker, custom maker, full custom, hit him up. This was from his brain, and he trusted me with this, and so I'm grateful for it. But I don't think I've shown this one up close. This is my Recon Tanto that I did the Manuki for, and my inspiration behind this was Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So there's the spinal column there's a brass skull that I did, and then this is fuchsia stingray underneath, epoxy cotton wrap cord, and then there's the Batwing Manuki that I did. It's gonna capture it very well, but there's the Suba that I did out of Baker's Forge Damascus, and I was going for a mirror polish blade, which I couldn't get it, because when they sandblast these, when Cold Steel sandblasts these at the factory, it's a very aggressive sandblast. So this is the SK5 version, and this was a challenge, a members only challenge from Knife Time with Uncle Junk, and that's where a lot of these come from. I would show the buoy that I did for the Bagwell Buoy Blaster, but in efforts to get a video made from him, the creator, I sent it to Knife Time with Uncle Junk to make a video, and apparently someone from the USPS wanted that package more than him, so that ended up getting stolen in the mail. But you can see, it's kind of shitty lighting, but you can see the pattern in the Damascus here. Let me turn you around real quick. So you can see the copper there. Damascus. And then it looks like it took an impact from a sword. You can see the detail. But yeah, this is one of the best ones I think that I've done. This one was the second one that I did a modification to, and this is my favorite. I mean, I haven't made the sheath for it yet. I don't know whether I want to make a leather one or whether I want to make a wood one. It's not really something I could carry, but the idea was to make, you know, like a museum grade, like battlefield pickup kind of Tanto, and I think it turned out fucking sick. It's my favorite for sure. Then I like Bowie knives a lot. So this is the Laredo Bowie from Cold Steel. And for a while there, these were so expensive that I just couldn't justify the cost. They were really cool. This one is the cheap one, but these are the ones that went on sale just recently. And then this is the Natchez. And I was like, well, the Marauder, the Marauder Bowie is pretty cool. It's not nearly as long, but I don't like the I don't like the handle. I'm not a big fan of sub hilts. I get there's a whole methodology behind it, but I don't like the Kraton feeling too much. So I changed it. So I did a mirror polish first, and then I just did like a hand rubbed 2000 grit finish just to make it a two-tone. So I kept the stone wash on the blade, and then I polished the flats, sharpened it up. I did a not a razor sharp edge here, but this is a sharpened clip point, and this thing has crazy belly. And then I did Rich Light, Blue Canyon Rich Light with carbon fiber and white spacers in between, and I did a custom brass guard. And I really like how this Bowie turned out. Coffin shaped handle. The good thing about these Marauder Bowies is that they have a very thick spine. I'm not sure how thick it is actually, but it's a full tang. The the tang ends about right here. I wanted to keep about a ½ inch of Rich Light. That way the epoxy would grip in there, and I wanted the handle to go down, the blade, the tang to go down as far as I could on the handle. And this thing is so light. And this is how big it is compared to the Laredo Bowie. Slightly longer handle. I wanted a longer handle so I could get a lot of force when swinging this thing. And I don't ever plan on using it, but it's a sick ass knife, and if I had to use it, I would much rather grab this knife with a longer handle than the Laredo. I still would choose the Natchez though. It's like a little baby Bowie compared to a Natchez. But I just wanted to jump on here and show you some of the things that I've created. And if you guys are looking for more stuff, I post more stuff on Instagram just because it's an easier platform to get in and out of in small format. I kind of have a busy life, so I like to get in and out, and I don't get too much engagement on these long form videos. But yeah, I mean, boiling back to my next point is the knife world has gone crazy, super crazy. The prices that you have to pay just to get something remotely cool that is end up, replaced by something else cool. Like I don't care about steel. I don't. I mean, I could sharpen a knife, so it doesn't matter what the steel is. I'd rather just have an easier knife to sharpen. But I think that you could build your own. I think that's what we should start doing as a community is, everyone's so critical. Everyone jumps on here and reviews knives and, gives their fucking stupid opinion, but half of them don't have any skills besides talking shit. So, I think as a community, it'd be dope if a bunch of people got together and tried their hand at customizing factory knives at first, and then eventually moving to, doing custom knives like this. I did this with hand tools. I started the primary grind with a bastard file, and I ended with a single cut file, and I got to a point where it was just a little thick, so I went out and bought a cheap ass 1x30, and I practiced on some wood first, and then I got a piece of mild carbon steel and freehand ground a chisel on that, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna send it, and it turned out all right. I mean, it's sharp as fuck. It'll cut paper, it'll do all the knife things it needs to do, and I only need it to be effective once if I need it to save my life. but it's pretty. I like it a lot. I think that if everyone started making shit and supporting the people that make shit, I think we could get back a good community of makers that, you know, just do shit for fun, for the passion of it, not to make any money. I do all the things that I do. This isn't even half the shit that I do. I do a lot of stuff with brass. I just do it for free, and I don't expect anything. You know, I'm super blessed, and I think if people in positions like this, instead of being more critical and just being a consumer, is being a maker. And even if it's shit, it's just something that you like, and you just keep getting better and better and better, and you know, start sharing with each other and posting, supporting each other. I think it'd be a pretty cool place. But yeah, I don't like do commissions, and I don't sell anything. But if you like what I do and you want to follow along, and I just post sporadic shit, and I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not even a knife maker. I just do whatever, you know. I'm pretty artistic, and I have some skills with hand tools, and every now and again I make some shit and I post it, and depends. Sometimes you know, if people want it and we can work out a trade, or you know what I mean, if we get to know each other, and I just practically will give it to you. So thank you guys. Thank you for all your support. I want to thank two people. I want to thank Knife Time with Uncle Junk. Obviously, he kind of inspired me to do all this shit. I just was a basic follower of his, and you know, I thought this guy was gonna go somewhere, and so I got behind him and supported his channel, and jumped in and did all of his challenges that he poses. It's a really fun channel. If you guys haven't gone there, go there. He does, every now and again, he does a challenge where he'll get something, you know, pretty cost effective. The first one was the Cisco buoy. It's a copy of a Western pattern buoy. And then he did a sharp finger project. That one was pretty cool. And then he did a Recon 1, but that was for members only. Recon, I'm sorry, not Recon 1, Recon Tanto. And I think I'm the only one that has completed theirs. I know he's got a bunch of other shit he's working on, but I'm excited to see what he'll end up doing with his. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This is fun. Let's do some fun shit instead of being so critical of each other and being fucking dumb on the fucking internet. You know, paying $450 fucking dollars for a knife this fucking big. You know, and then get it, and you're super critical of it because, you know, you wasted all this fucking money on, you know what, you know. I mean, I carried when I was younger, I got into some trouble, and I was gonna do some I had gotten into some big legal trouble, and I got arrested, and they confiscated my one and only knife that I had. It was the first gen Cold Steel AK-47, and I used it for everything. And then as soon as I got out of jail, I needed a knife, and so I walked into a pawn store, and I found this Gerber Gator. And I used to carry this Gerber Gator all the time. This was like, you know, this was before people thought about EDC and all this other shit. And you know what? The steel was always sharp, always. And I didn't use it for anything other than the philosophy that if I had to use something, that I could use this to defend my life. So I didn't have a clip, it didn't matter. I used to just keep it, you know, loose tucked into my waistband like this, and that when I could get it out, I could inertia drop the blade and have it reverse grip or whatever. And you know what? I've been carrying it. I found it in my little war chest that I keep. I think every man keeps a little box of shit from their past, and I found it tucked into a bag, like a little JanSport backpack, and it was at the bottom. I couldn't see it, and I've had this knife for forever. When I was 20 years old, I had this knife, and I used to carry it with me all the time. And then shortly after that, I went over to a Cold Steel Voyager, and crazy enough is this is almost the exact same pattern as the large Voyager and clip point. And so I was always like, well, I didn't see that until just recently. I was looking through all my toolboxes full of knives, and I was like, oh shit, no wonder why I like this knife so much, and no wonder why I like the Voyager so much. So it's almost the exact same pattern of knife, but this grip, this rubber grip, is just fucking. It's like a nice set of titties in your hand. You just grab that thing, and it's locked into your hands. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just rambling, so I just wanted to say thank you. The other channel, I forgot, the other channel that is supporting me is Maritime Spook. I don't know his name. I don't know his real name. I don't feel comfortable saying it, but everything that I do, he shares, and he comments. So thank you, bro. I really appreciate everyone's good words. I really appreciate everyone following me. And if there's anything that you want to see, please comment, and I really appreciate you liking, subscribing, commenting, whatever you do. So peace.